3 men in a boat. There were 4 of us: George, William, Samuel, Harris, me, and Montmorency. We were sitting in my room, smoking and talking about how we felt unwell. We all had different symptoms. Harris felt dizzy at times. George also had dizziness, and I had a problem with my liver. I read a booklet about liver pills, and it described all the symptoms I had. Sometimes when I read advertisements for medicine, I feel like I have the same illness they talk about. It's strange, but the symptoms they describe match what I feel. Once I went to the British Museum to read about treating a small health problem I had, but I got distracted and started reading about various diseases. I convinced myself that I had many different diseases. I even went through the whole alphabet of diseases. It turned out I didn't have housemaid's knee, which made me a little disappointed. But I realized that I had enough other illnesses to keep me busy. I went to a doctor to get his opinion. He examined me and gave me a prescription. I took it to a pharmacy, but they couldn't fulfill it. They said they were only a chemist, not a store. So I followed the prescription on my own. It included eating beefsteak and drinking beer, going for long walks, and getting enough sleep. By following the prescription, I started feeling better and my life was saved. I often feel lazy and don't want to work. This has been a problem for me since I was a child. People used to scold me for being lazy, but they didn't know it was because of my liver. Sometimes getting hit on the head actually made me feel better than taking medicine. We sat together and talked about our health problems. I explained how I felt in the morning, and my friends shared their experiences too. We were not feeling well, but Mrs. Poppets brought us some food, and we managed to eat a little. We thought our health issues were caused by overworking, so we discussed taking a rest and going on a trip. Harris suggested a sea trip, but I didn't like the idea. I told them how a sea trip can make you feel worse before you start feeling better. I shared stories of people I knew who went on sea trips and didn't enjoy them. They felt sick and wanted to sell their return tickets. One person ended up eating too much on the ship and got tired of the food. George suggested that we go up the river for fresh air, exercise, and peace. He believed the physical activity would improve our appetite and sleep. Harris, on the other hand, worried that George's plan would make him even sleepier. He didn't understand how George could sleep more with only 24 hours in a day. Harris jokingly suggested that if George slept more, he might as well be dead and save on expenses. In the end, we decided to find a peaceful place away from the busy world to relax and recover. We believed that a change of scenery would help us feel better. Montmorency didn't share our enthusiasm for the river. He never cared for it and complained about being bored, not enjoying the scenery or smoking. In his opinion, the whole idea was foolish. Nevertheless, the majority of us agreed with George's suggestion, and we proceeded with the plan.